It's just a matter of time till you realize your crown is a bitter burning of shame. Follow on and let the world straight lead. We'll rise above all this corruption to live the true way above destruction. We'll follow this path and echo our song. So curse you all to hell and beyond. Victory is so far away and it's so near. The time to attack is at hand, so let's go. It's no time to question, the answer is so clear. The spirit to perish, now yours to exploit. Respect the past. Respect the past. We made you. Respect the past. You're worthless.
I'm Josh.
I'm Julian.
And I'm Nate. We
We
are
Covina. You're
And
listening to Ash Wednesday, the podcast with Big J and Little J.
I said I was going to say
Oh,
it
well,
instead of us all saying it.
Okay.
Perfect.
That was
Actually,
it,
that's
right?
the one right there. We're going to use that one.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back, everybody. This is episode number 3 for Ash Wednesday.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Lil J,
I'm Big J.
and we are back, man. It's been for like forever since we've actually been on the show.
I was deathly ill and I shat it all out, so I'm better now.
I think actually there was no cure for your shat.
There will never be a cure for my shat.
We are in studio today, and I'm totally stoked, man, because we got the band Covina,
Woo!
local San Antonio
Sexy.
band.
Yes, yes.
So just take a minute, man, guys. Introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
I'm Josh. I play bass. I've only been in the band for a short while, but it feels like I've been in the band the entire time.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm Julian. I'm one of the vocalists for the band Covina.
And I'm Nate, the lead guitarist, and I'm from Lakeland, Florida originally.
Nice.
Cool, man.
Here in San Antonio, loving it.
Nice.
So Josh and Julian, you guys from San Antonio?
Yeah.
So you're a transplant, man. You came in, right, Nate, from Florida.
Yeah.
What do you think of San Antonio so far, man?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I love it enough to stay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fucking awesome. The food's enough to keep me, dude.
Nice. There's a lot of old people in Florida, so it's better to be here anyways.
True.
Especially in Lakeland. I lived in Melbourne for a couple years. It was
Oh,
rough. Yeah.
Gross.
It's disgusting. Yeah. It's like retirees and early bird dinners at like 5 o'clock. So,
Accurate.
yeah. So, man, welcome to the show, guys. I think, actually, before we even proceed, man, a lot of people have been Facebook messaging me and asking me online and stuff like that what our show name is about. And I forget that, like, a lot of people don't know our little traditions. So I'll give a little background. So, like, a couple years, I used to live here back from, like, 07 to 13, and in the same house, right? So I started a little cigar club for men, like a social club. Every first Wednesday of the month, we would get together and actually, our first one was on the actual Ash Wednesday, the Catholic holiday. But we would get together the first Wednesday of every month, man, just smoke stogies and just kind of like hang out, drink bourbon, whiskey, whatever, scotch, and just like BS, you know. So it was called Ash Wednesdays. And it's just been going on for years now. And it just turned into like, you know, why don't we just record everything that we say? Like, that's within reason, you know. Like, let's just record ourselves, because that's actually, you know, we just bullshit around. That's one of the best ideas we have come up. So there you go, people. Stop asking me. Shit.
Yeah, it's not. It's Ash Wednesday, not Ashy Larry's Wednesday.
Actually. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on the show, man.
Thank you,
So
man. Thank you.
tell us a little bit about the band. Like, how did it get started? You know, where are you guys' roots? How did this all come about?
I met Julian first, actually, at Zombies Bar out on Thousand Oaks, and the owner out there, Tony, introduced me to him. I was new here in 2014, and he was really the first musician I met. And, you know, I was looking for people to jam with, so and he said, yeah, I've got a drummer from back in the day that you know, he just got a new drum kit, and so, you know, we talked about jamming and stuff, and it kind of just went from there.
Nice.
And then also, yeah, with Eric and Joey were our other singer and our drummer wanted to start something. And it kind of just started off just us hanging out, man, and, you know, just drinking and kicking back. And then it just got serious from there on, man. We did our first album. And
Yeah, and you guys just released an album, right, earlier this year?
Our second album, yes.
Okay, yeah, so tell us about that album.
Yeah, it was our first full-length album. It's called Rise, Fall, Repeat. It's available pretty much everywhere. and we released it back in April as
Nice.
soon as we got off tour.
So we'll post the links to you guys' content and stuff down in the links below in the YouTube. So make sure and check out Covina's material and stuff like that.
It is awesome.
It is awesome. You guys,
Thank you.
so we actually have been having this like ongoing discussion about the metal scene in San Antonio.
Uh-huh.
And man, I used to live here before. I went overseas for a couple of years. I came back and I'm kind of like, yeah, we really just want to get the metal scene, I guess, resurrected.
You
I
know-
have a tough time seeing
Yeah.
bands here that are.
Well, at one point, I feel like it was kicking ass, and this is when I was in Absence of Fear and when Julian was in Years in Red Sky. And, like, that time was fucking great. There's so many bands popping, man. So many people going out and kicking ass, fucking, like, just kicking ass and having fun. And I haven't been seeing too much, maybe because I've just been kind of maybe not necessarily neglecting it, but, you know, just haven't had time to go out.
Yeah.
So maybe we're missing something. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on everything like that?
You know, man, like you said, when it was back in the day with Absence of Fear and Years of Red Skies, like, yeah, it was popping, man, because we all got along, we all hung out, and I mean, we were all literally family. Even with Josh's band, I created Dethroned.
Yeah, it's true, man.
You know, man. I mean, and now it's. I hate to say it, like it's everybody wants competition and we're better
Everyone
than
for
you, but it's
themselves.
like
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be like that, you know. And
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
it
also
shouldn't.
really hard to get folks to come out to shows these days, and I don't think that's a San Antonio thing. That's just something that's happened over time pretty much everywhere, because I've been in several different scenes over the last 10 years, and just like the passion from the crowd is not quite what it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, you know, back in like 05, 06, you know, it's like, oh, where are you going this weekend? Oh, I'm going to the show, dude. Of course. Like, everyone was going to the fucking
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Everybody had something to do, somewhere to go.
Yeah, but now everyone, I don't know, they're on their fucking phones or whatever. I don't
Can you,
know.
can you Facebook Live it? I'm taking a shit right now.
I'd rather just sit. I'd just rather sit at home. I fucking
it's
unworried
a
watch it.
long shit. I'm gonna be in there for a while. So
How long's your set? It's a 45-minute shit.
My cat's eye hurts right now. Like, I don't know how I would know that my cat's eye hurts, but you know, I can't go because my cat's eye hurts.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
my cat's not feeling well. He says he's kind of sad, so
Oh, okay.
it's a lot of cat problems.
It's like, wait, what are you taking?
Cat Xanax.
But yeah, no, I agree. There is definitely some kind of like I guess competition, but there's always going to be that competitive aspect of
Yeah.
playing in the scene. But it shouldn't be that way. It should be the fucking
Just
opposite.
people got egos. And
Yeah,
they think,
egos, all that
Yeah.
crap. Like, have fun, drink some beer, play some fucking metal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a simple concept.
That's
I
actually one of the
understand
goals
that.
of our show is to actually, try and highlight more metal bands, talk about metal music. Well, actually, we like all musicians. So we've had other bands on the show, like the Lloronas, which were a great band. Shout out to the Lloronas.
Yeah, Dick Skins.
Dick Skins, the previous band name. They're cool as shit, man. And
Yeah,
they're
they're
more
cool.
of like a punk, surf vibe, like rock, kind of
Yeah.
real chill. I mean, it's solid music, but it's not necessarily metal. But as far as the show's concerned, we do want to kind of more highlight more of the metal bands and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we really appreciate you guys being on the show.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the creative process, man. How does it work for you guys when you start writing, when you start composing? What's that like?
The first EP, The Dream, that we released last year, it started out with a lot of Lone Star. Yeah.
That's usually how
any-
most nights start, yeah.
But as far as like writing, usually, Joey and I would write the music first. Usually, the music comes first, riffs, and we, throw it all together and fine tune it, and then vocals and lyrics come after.
Come after it. Right on,
Yeah.
man.
Gotcha.
yeah.
That sounds like it's the similar process for a lot of different bands I've actually spoken with.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's not really, I guess trying to have a process is like trying to nail jelly to the wall. Because like
Absolutely,
everybody's got
yeah.
their own thing, you know
It
what I mean?
just kind of happens. There's
Yeah.
really no advice that I could give as far as, how to write a song. It just, I don't know, it fucking happens. You
Yeah,
just
play
do
a
it.
riff. If it sucks, we don't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty
exactly,
simple. It's
dude.
like, let's
Exactly.
see, does that suck? Yes. No, we're not playing that then. So tell us about this band, this song that we're going to hear, Deceiver.
Actually, it's our first single off Rise, Fall, Repeat, which is the second album we came out with this year in April. We got a good friend of ours, Danny from Upon a Burning Body, who did guest vocals on it.
Nice.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We first single off the album, and of course, everybody's like, "Oh man, Danny," and it's like, yeah, he jumped on, and got
That's
that
cool,
single
man.
going,
All right. Well, let's play this tune right now, man. So you're about to hear Deceiver from Covina.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. is a wishful extinction. Your existence is a wishful extinction. Your life's destination is life. Burn now forever. Cast the crown. Break the mirror and destroy your image. Your existence is a wishful extinction. Break the mirror and destroy your image. Your existence is a wishful extinction. I don't know who you think you are, but you knew you would only get so far. I don't know who you think you are, but I won't bleed for you, no not anymore. I don't know who you think you are, but you knew you would only get so far. I don't know who you think you are, but I won't bleed for you, no not anymore.
Welcome back, guys. Fucking track from Covina called Deceiver. Go out and get it right now because you need it in your fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about some shows, man. What do you guys got coming up? What's next in the Covina world?
Today we have a show. Today we have a show at the Paper Tiger with the Devil Wears Prada.
Nice.
we're
Veil
stoked for
of
that.
Maya, Silent Planet.
Thousand Below.
Yeah.
Damn. Sounds like a pretty fucking.
then-
This
good-ass
actually
show,
sounds like a
man.
really fucking good ass show.
Then December 2nd, right?
Yeah, December 2nd with Fit for a King in Heart's Wake. That's going to be at the Paper Tiger as well. And then we jumped on also with Saliva for next month in November at the Rock Box.
Nice.
November 29th.
That Spider-Man band.
Click, click.
Spider-Man. man.
Nah,
Was,
just
Shout-
kidding.
was
shout
it
out
the
to
first
Saliva.
Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2?
Oh, dude. I don't know. All those
Look at
movies were
this.
pretty horrible. Actually, the first one was good. I
Tobey
liked the
Maguire
first
was-
one.
was hot.
But that guy ruined number 3. What was the guy that played in? He was like in the '70s show.
Oh, yeah, he played
Topher
as,
whatever.
Venom.
Topher
Yeah,
Grace.
that was horrible, man.
Oh my
Like
god.
it just
seemed
like
like
Venom
a
is one of my
rush,
favorite
man.
characters. Like, oh yeah. I can't wait for this new Tom Hardy Venom flick to come out.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Dude,
it is, man.
there's so much.
I want
like-
his shoulders, dude. His shoulders are just
Like my 13-year-old
ridiculous as
self,
fuck.
dude. My 13-year-old self is like, fuck yes, all these superhero movies. When I was a kid, all this shit would have blown my mind.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now as an adult, I can actually enjoy it because I have like a little bit of income to go watch these flicks. Fuck, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm stoked for Thor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, some mixed reviews.
That one should be pretty good.
Really? It got like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like
It's like I said before, it's a CGI fuckfest, man. This is
dude,
what it is.
it's basically Planet Hulk. Like that's what I really want to see.
That's what I was
It's
saying.
basically
It's
Planet
It's
Hulk.
a lead up.
They
to
might
that.
as well
Yeah.
fucking make a Planet Hulk if that's a thing.
Because
If
it's
that's possible.
essentially what I thought it would be.
All
'cause
these
it's
Hulks just running around fucking each other.
Hulk, fuck,
Hulk, fuck you want
Hey,
some
hopefully
fuck?
they bring the Red Hulk.
open
man.
mouth.
Oh
Red
yeah, that'd
Hulk.
be sick.
They're
dude.
making that the green chick from the Avenger, not the Avengers.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. She's
Oh,
supposed to
Gamora.
be- yeah, Gamora. She's supposed to be She-Hulk.
Oh, nice.
She's gonna be taking that
Sick,
Hulk thing.
man.
I don't know, man. Justice League next month, bro.
Dude, you know what? I think Justice League's like a sleeper cell. People are like, it looks okay. It's gonna be a bomb movie though. It's gonna be fucking killer.
Dude, that's how I felt about Batman vs Superman, but that movie dragged on so much, dude.
I don't know if I like the Affleck as Batman, man. I
boring.
just
Are you
serious? I don't know, man. I think
Batman
he's good,
won.
man.
That's what
I
I'm
think he's
saying.
good, man.
Okay, let's do this. Rank your Batmans and rank your Jokers. Okay.
Michael Keaton.
Michael
Michael
Keaton
Keaton.
number
So
one.
Michael
Yeah,
Keaton number
Michael
1.
Keaton.
Okay.
Christian
Adam
Bale.
West.
Christian Bale, number 2.
Well, Adam West is more like funny Batman kind of.
He's kind of like the goofy Batman,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
quirky.
Nick at Night series, Adam West.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you want some
Dude-
Adam West?
Val Kilmer.
Val-
No, I'm just kidding.
Val Kilmer.
You put nipples on the suit, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, apologize right now. It's like-
What comes out of there? Ice
yeah,
cream?
he
or
was
what?
the
Soft
worst.
serve
Right?
yogurt?
George Clooney, I think, was the worst.
You know, man, I think if Joey was here, man, he'd be all over it right now.
Yeah, this is
Oh, yeah.
this is totally a
Yeah.
Joey topic right
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely.
You know who I like? Actually, my number 1 would be the '90s animated Batman, the guy that does the
Oh, the
voice.
voice?
Yeah,
Mark
man,
Hamill.
that dude's
Ooh,
fucking
yeah,
killer.
Mark Hamill was a
Legendary.
Joker.
Mark Hamill was a
doing-
Joker, number 1. I
Yeah.
think voice-wise, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, for
You know,
sure.
I definitely love Nicholson's Joker, but man, I gotta say, Ledger's like
Ledger did it.
Ledger
he
did
just
it good.
killed it, dude.
I just feel like the Dark Knight entirely as a comic book movie, quote unquote, is just it's still set the bar high because
Yeah.
I feel like there's after that a lot of the comic book movies that have came out aren't really up to that level yet.
Yeah.
and it kind of
It's so dark
It was
and gritty.
a serious
Yeah.
movie, man.
It was.
serious.
It was.
I like
It wasn't so like you had a lot of bits in the non-Tim Burton Batman movies.
Yeah.
Like the Batman and Robin and the whatever Batman Forever. Those you had bits and gags and stuff that was kind of like I think we're past the 1966 like Adam West style Batman. We wanted like a serious fucking
You punch him and it's just like bang.
pow. Yeah. Like I'm gonna hit you so hard, letters will appear in the air.
I'm gonna go down on you. Blow.
Little thought bubble. So what do you guys do when you're not fucking jamming in Covina?
Besides working,
Yeah, fucking work.
we barbecue a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do barbecue a lot.
We actually had a barbecue yesterday, man. Made some steaks.
fucking
and
love
chicken
barbecues.
Alfredo, bro. And
Nice.
invite some
It was
people over, man.
delicious.
And yeah.
Oh.
We try to, like earlier when we were talking about the scene, man, we try to get other bands to come hang out with us and,
Cool,
get to
man.
know each other and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
We understand a lot of bands are busy, but, I mean, that's just us, man. We like to hang out and have a good time and meet new people and, new bands. Like, we just started hanging out with a band called Don't Feed the Birds. They're from...
That's a dope name, man.
We totally fed them.
yeah, we
Alka-Seltzer.
totally fed that band, by the way, too, man.
So you like rice? Do you like rice?
Don't eat the rice.
Yeah. PETA, you can send your hate emails to Big J at AshWedsThePodcast.com.
Hey, fuck you.
But yeah, they're from McAllen, man. They just moved to San Antonio.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
yeah, really good band, man. Great
Yeah.
band.
Nice.
Great dudes, too, man.
There's a lot of bands coming up, man. I've seen a lot of new bands starting up. And like I said earlier, not a lot of them are metal, which is cool. I'm totally cool with that. But I don't know, man. I'm a metalhead through and through. I've been a metalhead like my whole life.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Even though I dabble
Totally,
in like
no.
other shit, I do like EDM stuff and all this acoustic stuff. It's just like deep down inside, bro. I can't get away from the metal. You know what I mean? It's just
Really?
fucking
Do you just take ecstasy and just sit there and just like
I do.
EDM all night?
I EDM myself. I trap track my whole self.
It's electronic death metal.
Electronic death metal. That's actually a better explanation. I like if I can do that, man.
What about erectile dysfunction metal?
Yes.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
That's a good
Man.
one. Taking it.
Get up
I'm
on
making it.
her.
I'm gonna own that. I'm gonna own that because they make pills for it, but not for this one.
So,
It's
so
true,
what was
man.
that song recorded on the restroom the whole time?
It's like I was on my iPhone the whole time.
Right.
GarageBand.
It sounded real like squishy.
Yeah.
There's
So-
a couple of flaps in there. Little blaps.
Right. Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, you have to have a horn in there too, like.
Dude. That's when you're done.
Yeah.
Another
you're
one.
done. So-
We're nasty. I'm sorry.
Barbecue wise, man. So you're from Florida, right, Nate?
Yeah.
So barbecue over there is like obviously a little bit different than here. What do you think of the barbecue food combo? What do you think all that difference is between here and Florida?
Wait, there's barbecue stuff in Florida?
There is kind of. It's like
yeah, no, there's barbecue.
I
pretty
thought
much.
it was just gator.
Oh no, there's a lot of
Gator.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've eaten gator.
Fried
a few times.
gator.
Gator is actually really cool.
Yeah, it's not
I like
bad.
it.
I've eaten it a few times.
Tastes like
Texas, hands down, has a way better fucking barbecue.
nice.
They got
Texas
water.
has-
Like,
Yeah.
It's hard to say because I'm
Whataburger in
I've
Florida.
lived in South Carolina for a long time. And
A lot of vinegary sauces and shit. Though,
but yeah, but I'm just like,
it's all pork too. It's
but-
like all pork, man.
but I admit, Texas has some.
All right, so we have had this ongoing debate on the show about who is the taco capital of South Texas.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh,
man. It's
Breakfast
fucked.
taco capital.
Oh, man.
Now
Taco capital?
we have it's kind of split between our listeners. Like some people say it's Austin.
Right. But
Nah.
The majority of people say it's San Antonio.
okay.
That would be correct.
Oh yes.
Yes, yeah.
Come on,
We're firm on
Rolando's
this, man.
Tacos.
Yeah, like
Rolando's Tacos on Military. Bro.
Nice.
You
I've
can't-
been to Austin a couple
Yeah,
of times. I
man.
ain't seen no super taco shops there.
No
Dude.
shit.
It's also
Just
fucking-
hipster guys with mustaches.
Yeah.
with making
Like-
tacos.
Yeah,
Just
I
give
got
me a
vegan
fucking lettuce
tacos.
wrap. That's not what I want, bro. That's not what I,
Can I
that's
get
not what
a
I came here for.
chorizo and egg a la carte lettuce wrap?
but like a vegan chorizo.
Yeah,
pizza.
is this chorizo cruelty free? It's organic, dude. It's a fucking pig. Eat it.
Right. Just say thank you for your
Say
sacrifice.
thanks, man.
Yeah, I would just say San Antonio, man, hands down.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Tacos, man.
nice.
I mean,
Cool.
Corpus,
Cool.
Corpus has their moments.
I'll
but-
give Corpus some credit, man, because they've got like
Oh,
dope
yeah.
ass seafood. I mean, they
Yeah,
really do.
yeah,
Being so
for
close to
sure.
the coast and stuff.
I'm like, they
Listen,
do.
if you lived in a landlocked state, seafood is not the thing to do.
No,
Like I lived
not
in
at
New
all.
Mexico for years. And I'm like, I don't touch seafood.
No.
So, like freshly caught. Yeah, like 4 days ago, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk tech, man. What about equipment-wise? For our listeners who are musicians, you play lead guitar, right, Nate? So
Yeah,
what are
excuse
you
me.
playing through? I mean, what are you playing? What's your setup like?
My setup, I've got a Fender Telecaster with humbuckers in it. I play through a PV 6505
Nice.
head,
Nice.
and I run that through an Avatar 212 cab with Celestion V30s.
Sick,
in it.
man.
Ooh.
That's
And
sweet.
that's pretty much it. I don't use a whole lot of effects other than like a noise suppressor, and I've got a Maxon overdrive pedal, and that's it.
Just keep it simple,
Damn.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
it.
much.
Yeah, I don't fuck
Technical
with
there.
anything else, man.
I think I just got a little music boner, actually.
Nice. How do you feel about the Horizon device pedals, the one that Misha came out with? It's like the
I don't
modern day tube screamer.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
You gotta.
So there's
I will send you a link.
yeah,
I
there's
will
a new
send you a link.
pedal system that's come out recently.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
Yeah.
even heard of it, man.
yeah. It's made.
It's all
from the guitar-
multi-effects processor, right?
No, it's
Oh,
just
right
a
on.
single pedal. It's a single overdrive pedal with a noise gate built in it.
Nice.
Made for modern metal guitarists. Made by Misha Mansour from Periphery.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Nice.
sick.
So it's
Yeah.
like $200, $227, but
Wow.
you can get it on fucking Sweetwater for like 3 payments. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Christmas. Christmas and
Because my
October.
rent, fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Josh? What are you rocking, man?
I play on a Schecter 5-string. I'm actually using Ray's old cab, not old cab, but I'm using what is it?
The Ampeg.
The Ampeg cab, and then the head he's using. I'm not too sure on it, but it sounds fucking beast.
Nice. It's got a nice low end.
Yeah, our guitarist, Ray, was bass, and then we got Josh, so Josh is...
Yeah, we didn't lose
Yeah.
anybody. We just got a new
Yeah,
guy.
we
Just
Or
kind of
we
like
got
shifted
new-
around a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Just
yeah, our
small,
bassist stepped
right.
up to guitar, and we got him to film.
Nate,
Nice.
and,
That's
Nate
how
and
it
Ray
goes,
had a
man.
baby, and this is what came out.
Oh, damn. What a
big baby.
beautiful baby. Yeah, beautiful big baby. It
Big,
is.
big, beautiful baby.
It's like that Will
I
Ferrell
mean-
skit where he's coming out and...
Oh, my
you
God.
know, ah, man, it was hot in there.
Dude, you're 40.
But I have another cab that I run through my other band. It's a PV cab, PV head.
Nice.
So it's pretty dope. It's pretty loud.
I dig PV, man.
You
PV's
can't really
like
go
solid.
wrong with
You can't
PV,
go.
dude.
No way.
I love
Can't
PV.
fucking
Can't go wrong
PV.
with them.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it has a really good tone to it. So
They've had such a mark on the on the metal sound
Oh,
over
for
time,
sure.
man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Since like the 80s.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of that stuff, like what are your guys' influences? Who kind of got you into playing metal?
Oh, man, playing metal. Well, I was kind of...
It's a trick question. It's a
Yeah,
tough
I know,
one.
right? Yeah, and you know what's funny? I've answered that question so many times, and I never know what the fuck to say. But
Yeah.
It changes
you know,
every time.
yeah,
It's
pretty
like-
much, man. Well, when I was a little kid, my dad raised me listening to a lot of Black Sabbath and
Nice.
Motorhead and shit like that.
Ooh, it's good stuff.
Really
The
old
essentials.
stuff. Yeah,
The roots.
absolutely. But I guess around the early mid 2000s, I started listening to a lot of like Norma Jean and August Burns Red and the Chariot and things like that. That just kind
Nice.
of got me more into the hardcore side of things.
Nice.
And actually, like, we're playing with Devil Wears Prada tonight, and I'm beyond fucking stoked for that because I've been listening to those guys for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Since I was in high school, and it's just really cool to be playing with those dudes.
It's awesome
Oh,
that you
yeah,
guys
dude.
are at that level too, man. Because a lot of those are national acts that you guys are jamming with. So I
Yeah.
got to give you a lot of credit where
Yeah,
credit's
sure.
due.
Fuck
You,
yeah.
you have to be able to hold your own on a stage like that with those kind of bands, man. So, listeners, if you haven't heard Covina, you're in the fucking wrong.
Just
First
saying.
off, you're wrong, bro.
I've seen them live when I played with Absence of Fear that one time. We were there.
It's totally worth
I
checking
was
out.
just like, fuck, all right, this shit's going to get big.
Yeah.
Like, I totally believe it.
What about you, Julian, man? What got you into it?
Yeah, y'all gonna laugh at me, but like getting into music and stuff was Limp Bizkit and Korn and
I will laugh at you,
But-
actually.
you know, but
Y'all
Get
can't
out.
see it, but we're pointing right now.
Yeah, get out.
let me just walk out here real quick.
Right. You just take the headphones off, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Of course, like Metallica too, man, Judas Priest, but
Fuck yeah.
back in the late '90s, it was Limp Bizkit, Korn, Stain.
Yep.
Getting into the metal, hardcore was like Poison the Well, Killswitch Engage, August Burns Red. Got into of course, the Chariot, Norma Jean, Every Time I Die. So,
Oh, dude, I love Every Time I
How
Die.
did I not fucking mention that fucking band? God damn it.
but that's what got me into it, man.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I fucking loved that like resurgence of like American new metal back in the early 2000s. Where it
Yeah,
was like
dude. The shit came back with
Killswitch
fucking
and like
fierce,
Lamb of
man.
God was coming out, and it was
Yeah.
like fuck yes, like
Yeah.
Resurrection, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was
those are
kind of
the fucking
like
good shows,
yeah,
man.
man. Because before that it was like Fall Out Boy and bullshit like that in the pop scene. And like, oh god damn
Panic
it.
at the Disco.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But when those when that metal resurgence started coming up, I was like, fuck. It was great. So what about you, Josh, man? What got you into it?
I mean, it started when I was younger. I'm listening to Pantera, Cowboys from Hell on a tape. And then it goes from Metallica, and then you get to your new era, which is like Limp Bizkit and Korn and all them. But
Korn was heavy, man.
Dude, yeah.
man. I
So fuck
I have all their albums, even if I
That
don't.
first album, bro.
They're like relics. They sit chilling in a CD case in a
Right.
drawer, But like now, I was really into like As I Lay Dying, and now I'm like into Whitechapel, and I like Unearth, and
Damn.
then
Whitechapel's badass.
Yeah,
I
dude.
just take a bunch from everything. But I hate rap and country, so what's left?
What's funny is I grew up in like a country town, man, because I'm only like
Yeah, so
about an
did I.
hour
Right.
south of here.
Yeah.
And I'm from George Strait's hometown, so it's like everybody loves
Pearsall,
country. Yeah,
Texas?
Pearsall, Texas, baby.
Yeah,
Shout out to Big T Town.
Yeah, I came from Pearsall.
Yeah, me too.
I moved up here in 2000.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, man. Born and raised.
I actually
But then
don't.
it's no country, bro.
I actually
Yeah.
don't mind country, man. Just as long as it's not like the modern poppy bullshit. That's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
radio.
That
The
doesn't
old
sound like
classic
country.
stuff,
You want
yeah.
old stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
You
old
want
Dolly Parton, Johnny Cash, all that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
Johnny-
Merle
I
Haggard,
don't-
George
that's-
Jones. Oh man.
Yeah, that's good oldies, but
Yeah.
this new country,
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking
Dig it.
Florida Georgia line. Jesus Christ.
it's time to party.
All right, come on now, man. You been down, man. Sure.
Who was the one country singer that did a rap song with?
Oh God, Tim McGraw. He did it with
Ludacris?
Nelly.
Or
Nelly. It was like
Nelly?
man.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
I
That
didn't
was
even know
like
that happened, but I'm not surprised.
that,
What? That's
unfortunately,
the
that was
most random shit.
that was the beginning of the end for those guys. It's
Lord.
like, he took his Band-Aid off from his cheek. He's like, it's over.
Just like listen to a radio station and you listen to like a rap station, you hear that song, you're like, what the fuck am I listening
You switch
to?
over to a
man?
country
Like,
station, the same song.
same shit, yeah.
man.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You just landed in the fucking Twilight
Yeah.
Zone, dude.
So what's in the future for Covina, man? What are you guys hoping comes along?
We should be going on a West Coast tour next year.
Fuck yeah, that's
spring or
awesome.
summer with
West Coast.
our buddies from Narwolf from Austin. We
Nice.
went on our first tour with them back in April.
Kick
And
ass.
it went so well, we want to travel together again. So shout out to Narwolf, by the way. I fucking love you
Love
guys.
those dudes. Gotta
Um,
check them out.
Yeah, they're so sick.
We'll post a link to their stuff so we can get it too on the,
yeah,
in the
fucking do
description
it.
below.
Fucking do it. Put it in like bigger letters than ours too. But now and then and we're also recording a split EP with them in the near future, maybe end of this year, early next year.
Early
Haven't
next year,
really,
yeah. Or mid year.
yeah.
Damn.
We haven't really set anything in stone yet, but yeah, that's what we're working towards right
You
now.
guys are killing it. Killing it.
Yeah,
Kinda
man.
get out there more.
Gotta hustle, dude.
That's
Fuck
awesome.
Yeah.
Then we're doing oh, I'm sorry. You gonna-
No, you're
No,
good.
I'm
good.
our last music video for Rise, Fall, Repeat
yeah.
called what was it? Mistress Misery.
There you
Yeah. So that's going to end off, Rise, Fall, Repeat for the year, and then 2018 we come in with Narwolf and go from there, man.
Right
So-
on, man. Well, we'll definitely post some links to your guys' content. I'm
Yes.
stoked, man. It sounds like you guys are fucking getting the grind going and fucking
Trying,
making it
man.
happen.
Trying.
That's the dream, bro, for like a metal band. Just go play some
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
shows, dude.
Yeah,
like,
man.
we're trying to get off the ground and stuff like that. Man, it's tough to get a
It is,
project
man.
going.
It's a
It
long
is.
process.
It is a
yeah.
very long process. Man, it sounds good. You guys are doing really well, man. We really Really want to boost you guys up, man. We appreciate you being on the show, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
so
glad
much.
to
Yeah,
be here, man.
Really.
Glad to be
Yeah.
here.
Well, listen, man, I think that's about time for us today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember, subscribe, comment, check out the links below. We're going to post everything for Covina. We'll also post for all of the other bands that we were talking about.
Yes.
And also, tune into the next episode because we got a fucking Halloween special coming up. It's going to be...
Spooky.
And by spooky, I mean... by creepy, I mean me standing in the corner watching everybody else record the show.
That's actually pretty creepy.
That is actually really creepy.
I'd be like, dude, you gotta get your fucking life together, man. What is
So we'll
this
post
shit?
you guys. We'll post some shows up, man, and post some links. Guys, thanks so much. Covina in the studio. Nate, Julian, Josh. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it for having it. Check us out, man. See ya. Bye.
Peace.